So recently there has been a very big trend of filter companies making filter systems that are easily swappable by using magnets. Now, although this might be quite secure, it's never really secure enough for me. And that's where the Nisi Swift system comes in. Hello everyone, today we'll be talking about the Nisi Swift system, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on it and show you some test footage with it. So the first thing I noticed when I opened up the box as soon as I got the filters, it's very nicely packed. It comes in this very nice hard case, very nicely sorted out into little different tabs, as you can call them. It's just nicely packed. So after that, the very first obvious thing I can talk about is the build quality. And honestly, it's amazing. I can show you here a Tiffen filter I got quite a while back. It's a 1 to 9 stop ND, which obviously is a very bad choice, I know. It's never really great quality, but I needed something versatile, which now will be replaced by this system because this is perfectly what I need as a travel filmmaker. So as you can see, when you move around this Tiffen filter, it wobbles, it makes sounds that don't sound really good. It just doesn't feel great. And worst of all, it doesn't have hard stops at all. Now, of course, it's made out of metal, the quality of the image is fine, it just doesn't feel that great. So as you can see, the Nisi system comes with 3 filters. A 1 to 5 stop variable ND filter, that's the main one you're going to be using on your lens. A 4 stop ND to make it from a 1 to 5, from a 5 to 9 stop ND by adding that onto it. And a Pro Mist filter that's a 1/4, I think. It's quite strong compared to other Pro Mist filters, so take 1/4 with a grain of salt. So as soon as you screw the main filter on your lens, you'll notice because of their quite smart way of attaching the filters, it feels very secure. They're precisely engineered, which makes them suction onto each other, kind of. And because of that, you have a very strong bond, and it doesn't feel like you would ever push it off accidentally. So I'll start off with the 1 to 5 stop ND. As soon as you turn this ND, you'll notice that it's very, very smooth. There's no play in the rings, and there's no color shift at all from 1 to 5 stops. There probably might be some if you start nitpicking, but compared to any other filter on the market for the price point and the versatility of it, it's perfect. It's great. It's the best one I've seen so far. So the Pro Mist filter. As you can see when you edit, it has a very noticeable bloom on the highlights. But in my opinion, it's very nice. And it's what most people want. It's the strength that most people want. Seeing how much stronger the 1/4 of Nisi is compared to my Tiffen, I would prefer it to be a 1/8 of Nisi in strength because it's a little bit too noticeable for me. But it's very nice for indoor shoots where you have a gym with all kinds of neon lights popping off. It looks great. But when you want a casual look, where you're filming an interview or something, just soften it a little bit, I would very much prefer having a 1/8. So image quality wise, this filter system is also very great. I've noticed minimal vignetting, minimal color shift. Although if you point it at a blue sky and you start twisting, there's a sun in it, you will obviously see some color shifting going on and some vignetting happening here and there. So far I haven't noticed any vignetting, not even when using wide angle lenses. The widest I've used is 20mm and I couldn't see any vignetting because on the 1 to 5 stop ND. Now as soon as you attach the 4 stop ND and you turn it back to 1 stop, the 1 to 5 stop becomes a 5 to 9 stop ND. And because the 4 stops ND is not a variable ND, so two polarizes onto each other, it actually delivers great image quality in that range as well. The same as in 1 to 5 stops. Although I've noticed when you push to 9 stops, on the 20mm it starts vignetting a little bit more. Because you can obviously see the edges of the filters a little bit more on a 20mm. In general, I would recommend using a bigger ND filter size, obviously 95mm or something, if you go for wider focal lengths. We kind of reached the point in filter quality that most of the filters in this price point are kind of equal. And I don't see much difference in the image quality after color grading, correcting the small vignetting and stuff like that. So then the choice of what ND filter I'm gonna use comes down to usability. And this thing shines in that department. And in my opinion, that's exactly what I needed. It gives me the perfect balance between the quality of having 2 separate filters, a 1 to 5 and a 5 to 9 stop ND, or having one singular 1 to 5 stop ND that has shitty quality but is easy to use, this bridges the gap in between there. It bridges the gap by not sacrificing quality for ease of use, but also not sacrificing ease of use for quality. This makes it perfect for hiking or on-the-go filmmakers. So far I've only had about 2 months of use with this filter system, and I'm absolutely blown away. It became my go-to filter for any client project and personal project, and I won't be switching anytime soon unless something extremely revolutionary comes out. So I'm not always, when it comes to gear, very picky. Just when these image qualities are great, everything aligns, everything works, it's just usability is great. And if it comes down to you for that, then this filter system will fit you perfectly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and also the little intro I put in the video. It's a spec ad me and my friend made for the filter system, just for fun while we were out testing them. Anyways, see you all next week. I'll start uploading a bit again. 2 weeks I've been a bit sick and have a lot going on, and yeah, I'll start uploading again. I will do a breakdown of the filter system video in color grading as well as in editing, and maybe in pre-production if you guys are interested in that. I did quite a bit of pre-production, didn't keep to it on set, but I did quite a bit of pre-production just so I could possibly make the video if you guys were interested. Anyways, hope you all have a good one.